In this 1 hour long video, Monse makes a template, a welcome screen, overlays for the video, Boomerang, and GIF option. This is all done on Canva for LumaBooth. This is a video for you if you want to level up your template, welcome screen game. This is the video. But before we start the video, I have to just let you guys know, this was recorded for the students from Photo Booth 101 University. It's a platform we created on school where you can learn about the business, you can communicate and link up with other photo booth owners. You have access to the video calls that we do, right? Right now we're doing 4 calls a month. You can have access to, that's less than $1 a day, you guys, $19 a month. I'll leave that in the description. I'm there, so if you've ever wanted to reach out to me and you wanted info or help from me, this is your chance to get that done. So enjoy the video. God bless, and I really do hope you guys enjoy this one.
Hello everyone, my name is Monse from Photo Booth 101 and I'm here and I'm gonna show you how we create templates using Canva for LumaBooth. We're gonna be doing Lou's for Lou's event this weekend and it's gonna be so thank you for sharing that over, Lou. So let me get started and share my screen with you all. Okay, can everyone see my screen?
Yeah, looks good.
Cool. Okay. All right, I'm gonna move you guys over here. This is so weird. Okay. So for Lou, she is doing 3 photos of 4x6 prints.
Say prints.
Wait, I said prints 4x6. Lou, just confirming here, you're gonna be printing out a 4x6 card, which is like the long ways like this, or is it the 2x6?
It's the 4x6. Yeah, 4x6. It's not the 2x6 strips.
Okay, so you're gonna do a postcard print.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So let's get started. A 4x6. We're gonna go here with where it says create design and we're gonna custom our size. So it's gonna be 4x6 inches with 3 photos. So this is a little trickier just because we haven't done print with 3 photos, but I mean we have, but not a 4x6. You know, not a postcard size like that.
Yeah. So Lou, just checking, it's this way, right? Not 6x4.
Oh, sorry, the other way.
6x4.
Oh, you mean
Landscape? Yeah.
Oh, okay, 6x4. Okay.
I'm so sorry. Yes.
No, it's okay. I was like, oh, okay.
Honestly, too, it's good to like when you're like dealing with templates with clients. I know this isn't like Canva related. We like to just like instead of just telling them the dimensions, we'll send examples too. So like here's a 2x6, and then we'll say here's a 4x6, so they can visually see it too.
Got it.
And then something I like to do sometimes first is just create the boxes where the photos are gonna go, just so I know how much space I'm working with. And sometimes I just like playing around with this. I'll change the colors probably in a little bit, and then I'll see like how big, how much I need. So I know I need more of the width. So I'm gonna just make it a little bit bigger and probably a little bit shorter there. And then from here, I'm gonna go with this size. I'm gonna group it together. And then I'm also gonna make it a little bit smaller. Just, I don't know, did that make sense to you guys how I did that? I just kind of got both of them together, pressed the shift button, and then I made it smaller or bigger together just so I know I'm getting the same dimensions as the first one and I don't have to like duplicate it. Does that make sense to you?
So you hold shift down.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Instead of just like grouping it, because I'm gonna release it and I'm gonna have to duplicate one more. There you go. See? And then I can also hold shift and to make it even. So you see how now that's even? Okay. Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a surprise 40th birthday for Kim. The theme is Japanese garden with hibachi dinner. And the words on it, Kim's 40th birthday. And it's Japanese garden theme. Okay, let's see what Canva has here to offer. We just put Japanese garden. Okay. So then from here, I just kind of play around, right, with like what it's offering. I do like this tree here. This is kind of cool too. Sometimes I'll just like play around with it, look at the ones I like and just kind of move them to the side to see how I can incorporate it, or if I don't have space to. But I know she had one of these, she had a bunch of these. Maybe we could do some Japanese fans.
It's impressive, huh? Like how many assets there are.
Yeah, look at all this, you know?
This is what, is it, some of them are for just Pro only, right? Canva Pro?
Yeah, the ones with the little crown is for Canva Pro only, but yeah, there's a lot to choose from. I do like this color a little bit better than the other one. Maybe a red one.
Control Z.
Hey guys, I have a quick question.
Yeah. Oh yeah, please feel free to interrupt if you guys have questions as I do this.
Yeah, it was just specifically actually geared towards that. Did you guys want us to type the questions in the chat and save them for later, or kind of raise our hand as we go?
You know,
Probably easier for just to tune in.
yeah,
just to verbally
speak
say
up.
Yeah, just
Okay, cool.
have on our desktop what we're showing, and then we don't have room for the chat on this one.
Gotcha. So, Monse, real quick, that technique you used to resize the frames of the photos,
Uh-huh.
can you go over that one more time? Because I do it manually and it's a pain in the butt. And I know Shift has been used in Photoshop. So if you just cover that again, that'd be great.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna go back. So I normally get a shape, right? Just any shape. It has to, well, I normally do this, but you can also say you can do this one as well, and then just like resize it, right? And it's gonna look on the inside. But since the photos are square, I choose the square ones, or like rectangle. And I just kind of move it like this, make sure. Okay, so once you have like a square box and you're good with that size, you duplicate it, and then you kind of move it to the other side.
To duplicate, is there like a quicker way?
To duplicate, just right here. Just this little button. So you can just, this little button's gonna pop up when you click on it.
Yeah.
And you duplicate it, and then you just size however space you want in between the boxes. But as you can see over here, you have like a lot of more space. And you can go like click on the first box and then press Shift and click on the second box. And you can let go of Shift and then you can size up like this.
Gotcha. So you're highlighting both, and then they move at the same time when you're resizing?
Exactly. So they move at the same time and they resize together. And since they're the same size, it's gonna resize the same size, if that makes sense.
Perfect. Thanks.
Yeah. And then I let go of it. Since I haven't like officially grouped it, it's not gonna stay together. So if you move one box, or it's gonna move individually. So then from here, I duplicate one more because it's gonna be 3 photos. So I duplicate it like that. And then if you can see, it's not like super even like on the top to bottom. So I press Shift button and I highlight all 3 to put it in the middle. And the cool thing about Canva is it's gonna tell you, like, you're gonna feel it a little bit nudged. As you can see, the little line that's in the middle of the square boxes, that's the actual middle point horizontally and vertically as well.
Dude, I've been doing it like Hector. Like when you're not around to make templates, I've been making them like him, so I know it's the struggle. Like you're trying to like do it. It takes so much time.
Yeah. Jesus. This is so good. Hey,
Yeah.
real quick, on the size of the photos, is there like a rule that you do, like a 2-to-1 ratio or do you just size it according to whatever the canvas is?
Yeah, I kind of just size it according to the canvas. And sometimes like I'll play, it's like the client does let me have free range of like the template. I sometimes will play around with it and I'll do like a bigger size and one size and then two small ones or something like that. But it's just easier for me that way, and then that way I can see how much space I have to work with the design. Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. All right, so I'm moving forward. I know it looks a little hectic here, but it's all for a purpose, right? So got these things going on. And then she said it was hibachi dinner. I don't know how much I can include that. Let me see. Hibachi. Like hip. How much crap? I mean, no, that doesn't look as nice. Let me just start with the words. You know, and sometimes I do look at the like this font combinations here. They add new ones here and there, so it's really cool to just see it, and like you could kind of play with it as well if you kind of sense like, oh, one looks good with the theme. So I've done that before too. But if I don't seem to like one, I just kind of start it from scratch and add our own effects. So normally I go to the email or the template form that they come, and I just copy and paste. Oops. Wait. Oh my gosh. Normally it works. Why isn't it working? Okay, anyways. Just copy and paste. And then I just kind of size it up. Most of the time you have a lot of space when they don't ask for like, can you add the date? I feel like it looks nicer with the date most of the time. Yeah, and you just kind of play with it. You also, okay, so another tip I have is like you go to the position, and if you can't seem to, say you can't touch, you can't like grab an object because there's so many objects like in front of it, say like, and you're trying to grab that pink one and you can't, you go to position and then you can grab it from here and then just move it. Okay, so that way don't like panic. So this one right here, I want this one in front of that red one because I think it'll pop out more. And you just kind of go to position and you can change it from there. And then for Kim's birthday, I'm gonna say I'm gonna do more of a subtle.
And two, sometimes clients will ask for specific fonts. And what happens a lot is they'll send you an image of wording and you'll have no idea like what font it is. So like if you can't find anything similar to it on Canva, you can also use a website called dafont.com, DAFONT.com, and you can find similar fonts, and then you can actually have those fonts usable in Canva.
Yeah, I can show you here. Watch. Let's go. Say you don't like any of the fonts. Let me just show you another trick I like. I use this spacing a lot, and I make it shorter so it's not as like so much space in between the letters, right? But yeah, let's say you want a different font. I'm gonna put Japanese fonts. I don't know if there's any, but yeah, oh yeah. Okay, so right here you can go, and let's go to font.com, Japanese font. Oh, no, not like
Or maybe
this.
Japanese font English.
But see, like you can always like just play around.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, I like that one. It's cool.
which one?
The one above.
This one?
where it says Japanese, and it has kind of like the thing, the fourth one down.
Oh, this one? You think so?
And this is like something too that we've learned too. Like if you have like a picky client that is like gonna nitpick everything, you can actually send them to the font
Yeah.
and tell them to find the font they want. Because as business owners, the last thing I want is my template to take the most time. There's been times in the past before we set up boundaries and learned all these little tips and tricks. It was taking Monse sometimes an hour to an hour and 15 minutes, to where it should only be taking you guys no more, hopefully, than 20 minutes. So yeah, that's just one little trick that we've learned down the way. It's kind of like to force them to give you all of the info and then to even pick the things for themselves.
Okay. So as you can see, I'm gonna download this last one here. And it's called Hiro Misake. And then you go back to Canva. You press on the font, you go to the fonts here, and you upload a font. And from there, you're gonna kind of look for it. And it's called Hero HBC DF. Okay. So we GH.
You don't think
Okay,
it'll
here
pop
it
up
is.
in recent? Oh,
No, it doesn't. So, and then you just kind of upload it and it's gonna come up. Sometimes it's a little wonky with the numbers, but you can always like kind of try to copy it with another one. So you'll find it here. So these are all ones that I've uploaded, which is a lot of them actually. So you'll find it where's here, right here. Yeah, that looks really cute. Okay, so that looks really cute. And then I'm gonna change the color font right to pink since it's a girl, woman.
it's a girl woman.
It's a woman. I don't know, maybe red? No. Okay, so and then from here I'm gonna do an effect. That looks nice. Also, this one looks nice too with the more darker background. But I'm gonna do the shadow. I'm gonna change the color. We'll see. I'm gonna change the background color though. A lighter pinkish. Okay, like that. Actually, I think I like this in red. And then you just kind of play around with what you have, right? I don't know if I like that. This looks really cute. Maybe I'll switch these. We'll group them together. But yeah, so you kind of just play with the template. I don't know. This one is a hard one though. I'm not gonna lie. So that's not gonna fit. I think more Japanese garden, more Japanese like flowers, like cherry blossoms would fit the most with this. But I think I do like that one on this side. So don't be scared to like rearrange things and move things. It's just kind of the process.
Got some comments in the chat.
Oh, do
I have a
we?
question. Are the features that you're using right now, are they available in the free version or is it the pro version?
So you could change the font free or pro. These I'm not quite sure. So all the little crown elements, those are pro. So like this one's a free one, but like say if you want to use this one's a pro one. This one's actually really cute.
Yeah, you know what? It's completely worth it. If you guys don't have Canva Pro, just get it. It's worth it. It's a write-off. You know, we use Canva not just for the templates, but we also use it for the welcome screens. We also use it for the overlays, but also for our social media pages. When we want to make a post announcing a special or a holiday, something, like, we use Canva for everything. And I think we have a discount link, right? For Canva Pro?
No, it was like it was just
sign-up
like a
link?
trial thing.
Yeah, so we have a trial link, and I'll post that in the school group if you guys want that. But we do have a Photo Booth 101. We're just launching it. It's a WhatsApp group chat for Canva. It was actually Hans's idea. So if you have like Canva related questions, you guys can definitely go use that chat.
So the background, do you ever use photos, or is it just the
Your
solid?
Jesus, your microphone's super muffled. Sounded like you were underwater. I don't know if you have your finger on the mic or not. Right? It was muffled, right?
Yeah, it was muffled. Can you repeat that? Maybe, oh, there is some people in the chat. Let's see. Where did you go to get the frames? Oh,
So-
did you get that, Katya?
Well, you guys, if you have any questions, you have to tune in with the mic to ask, because we're not reading the chat on this one. Any questions?
Yeah, is it better now?
Just say in the chat.
Better? Yeah, I think I can hear you better now.
Okay, she said she figured it
My
out.
question was, do you guys only use a solid color for the background, or do you guys ever get backgrounds from photos by typing in what you guys are gonna use?
Oh yeah, all the time. Okay, so let's do that. So let's do Japanese garden. And we can go to either graphics or we can go to photos. And for photos, say we can do this, right? And then you just right click it and then I'll just replace the background. But sometimes it's like a little bit too busy and it's harder to really like see. What I do like sometimes to do is kind of like colorful backgrounds, as you I've searched that a lot. And I like to sometimes use this depending on like the type of event it is, and I think that looks really cool too. Another thing you could do is add like another little black box section and reduce the transparency so you can see the back but also like the letters, if that makes sense. What if I just press Japanese? It's cute.
In what format does it need to be saved in order for it to work with LumaBooth?
Like for what? Sorry.
The template.
The template? The template, I normally just go here and I just download it.
So
So
it's usually a JPEG,
yeah,
but PNG will work the same too, I believe.
I kind of like this. Let me see.
Yep, that's definitely Japanese vibe for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, this is a little too much with the girl. But
So she's not on here. I was gonna say, Lou, if you're here,
it's here.
she is.
Yeah.
Lou, don't forget in the chat, if you want, it's optional. Let us know if you want us to put your website on the template. I always think it's a good idea. We do it for every single client, and the only time we don't put our rental company on the template is if they ask for us not to do it. It's free promotion. That's what I tell everybody. You know, if 80 people share this on social media, that's free advertisement to every single person that follows that person online. So
That's true. We don't have a website yet. We only have an Instagram page. Can we add that?
yeah, just send us the @ in the chat, and then we can add that on the template at the end.
Also,
Sounds good.
Lou, do you want us to add the date or just happy birthday? I just feel like it would look a little bit nicer with the date.
Yeah, we can add the date.
Okay. And the date's this Saturday?
September 21st.
Okay.
It's chopsticks.
Yeah, I was like, the chopsticks will be cool because it's like hibachi, but I don't know. This is a
And
little too
also
much.
too, I don't know if Monse mentioned it, we're also gonna make a welcome screen to
Uh-huh.
match this event for Lou. And that'll be after we make this. And it's usually a good idea to do the template first, then the welcome screen, because we're basically just gonna use some of the assets that are already here, and we'll explain that in a second. So just a heads up if you're watching and you're considering tuning off.
So I'm gonna add the date, September, what was it? 21st.
21st, yes.
Oh my gosh, remember that time? I always bring this up. There was an event where we had the wrong date on the template
Oh my gosh, yes.
for somebody's wedding. So we always now make it a habit to, when we get the template info, one of the questions we ask is what are the exact words you want on the template? That way we just copy and paste, and we even have a section that says what words exactly, because we will copy and paste. That way, if there's anything wrong with the wording, it's not on you, it's on them because they gave you that info. Remember that? I still feel like I have PTSD.
No, the worst part was that she actually did my makeup one
Oh, that's right.
after,
Yep.
and it was
'Cause
so,
you knew
so
we
embarrassing.
encountered her again, but she was
Yeah,
super cool about
she
it.
was, yeah, she was like, oh, that was my fault.
Yeah, guys, don't make these mistakes. Learn from us.
Perfect. Okay, I really like this. Lou, you okay with this?
Yes, it looks great.
Right? I love
Yes.
Right?
I'm too much. Okay.
And I
We
think
add
she's also,
her, yeah,
yeah, her
hair.
hat.
Cost.
And normally, guys, like if you're gonna put your info on the template, just subtle is the way to go. Nothing overpowering. I've seen some photo booth owners literally also throw a QR code on the template. I personally think that's a little bit too much, but you know, to each their own, I guess.
We also like to match, right? Match.
So if you don't mind, like just explaining what you're doing too, while you're doing
Okay, so I'm just putting the so her Instagram up here, which is really important to have some type of just some type of advertisement, right? So people can know that, or if they're like, oh, this was really cool, like photo booth, like let me try to, hire them again. So yeah. So sometimes people like using this like red spot, and when you upload it to LumaBooth, you can have a little red border, but you don't have to. You can always just cover it, make it like a placeholder for your photos. But yeah, so this is how we're going with the template. And what I like to do, okay, let me actually start from scratch because I have everything saved already, right? So she has a 12.9 fourth generation 2020. I'm gonna copy that, and I'm going to paste. Why
Just
is
hit
it
paste.
doing this for me?
I think it's because we have the tabs open.
Maybe. Okay. So I'm just gonna copy, paste, and then I'm gonna add screen size. And then it says Fortune has height. No, not 12.9 inch. So this is it, 2732 and 2048. So I'm assuming this is the height, this is the width because it's bigger. So you're gonna go back to Canva and you're gonna go to pixels. And the first one is, so this is the height just because it's taller. And you're gonna put it in the height. And then this is the width, okay? And you're just gonna customize your size. This is for the welcome screen, guys, for the welcome screen. So you're gonna create a new design. And, oh, you're doing landscape, not portrait, right?
It says right there.
Yeah, okay, sorry. Let me go back to that. So she is gonna, okay, let me just teach you guys something else here then while we're here. So we're gonna resize it. So if you guys do ever mess up on the dimensions of your screen, like on what you're working on, and you don't want to like restart all over, you can always click right here where it says resize. You do need the pro version, I'm sorry. You do need a pro version for this, but you could just customize size here. And okay.
Wait, they are you have to be pro to resize something?
Well, yeah, to kind of like resize it.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. I can't believe they charge for that.
So I'm just gonna like so I'm gonna put 2732 and I'll change it to 2048. And I want to click on this. I want to click on this one.
It's important too to remember, like it's in pixels. You can also make designs in inches. So you just kind of have to make sure you're doing the right I guess you could say metric. That makes sense.
And okay, so now you see it resized here. And then what I like to do, since I have like the colors and everything already in this one, I just kind of like copy everything like that, copy, and I paste. Just because it's easier, because there's like the assets I can use. Yeah, so I just remove the boxes, move these aside a little bit. I can flip this one. Make it smaller. Cute. I'll change this. I'm gonna use that same font. And then go press experience to start. That's like what normally we kind of use as a like, yeah, that's normally what we always put. Press experience to start booth. And then I'm actually gonna, since she sent this photo of the girl that's turning 40, I'm going to go here. This is a little too big, so actually I am going to crop it before. Okay. Well, re-upload it. Oh, something really cool, you guys. You guys can get the color, and you guys can kind of like see which color you want for the background, but it doesn't only have to be in Canva. You can go to your other pages. You see that? That's really cool. So just wanted to let you guys know about that. Okay.
Can you go over that one more time, how you do it?
Yeah. So you can just, so this is like the background, right? I'm just pressing on it. You press on the background color. You go to add a new color, and you go here, pick a color from the design, and you guys can pick like color here, but you guys can also say you have like a photo, this photo, she wants this blue. You guys just can just go to that photo and then click on it. Does that make sense?
Yes, thank you.
Problem. Okay, so my uploads, I have her little here. I'm gonna edit the image, try to background remove it, and there you go.
That is a Canva Pro option only too, right?
Yeah.
That thing is a lifesaver, you guys. Like if you use Photoshop and you remember back in the day, you'd have to go through manually to do that. Like now that you can do it on Canva, like that makes it so much easier.
I know. But I am gonna just copy this background.
Explain what you're doing.
Oh, sorry. So I went back to like the photo because I just want to use the same color of the background and then just paste it. So it just kind of goes. But also you can also click on this here and you'll see the color code. It pops up. So if you ever go to LumaBooth and you want to use a specific color from that, and you know how the buttons, like you can change the color, I always go back to my template that I made on Canva and use the actual color code, because you can do that on LumaBooth. You don't have to like be there and guess and like, oh, like this is similar, right? You can actually get the color code. Yeah, so maybe I'll
I'm
just,
sorry, can you show again how you remove the background on the image?
yeah, 1 second.
And then also, do you recommend to do the templates more on a computer than on an iPad?
Definitely, it's so much easier. As you can see, I'm using a mouse and it's so much easier to move around. It's definitely doable on the iPad or whatever screen, but on your phone even, but it's just harder and it's gonna be a little bit more time consuming.
Thank you.
Let me, I don't know if I want this one. Okay.
Supposed to see
The background removal. Okay, so let me go back to this photo. So normally, okay, why I didn't choose to do this photo is because there's like a frame in a frame and it's not gonna remove everything. So say like, okay, let's just say you have a photo like this and you're gonna edit the image and you're gonna choose background removal. And from here, sometimes see it doesn't detect the background, or sometimes it's like it's just gonna do this kid is turning 40. So that's why I went in and I just made it to the actual photo, and from here you just kind of do the background remove and it removes it. If there's like little stuff that you need to erase, you can always come here and you're like, oh, actually that wasn't part of it, or like here, or you want to restore something, you can always just like do that. It's a little nitpicky, but normally Canva's really good at just kind of detecting what you want.
Yeah, and we use this often too, sometimes for logos. Sometimes corporate will send a logo and it'll be like a JPEG. Then we'll come through, put the logo here, then use the background removal, and then basically end up with a transparent logo.
Lou, question for you. Are you gonna do a Boomerang GIF as well?
Yes.
And do you want a border? So there's a few ways you can do a Boomerang GIF. You can have the solid border around the frame, or you can just have like the words at the bottom that's kind of transparent. You can see like the people, or you can have like a smaller border at the bottom only.
Whatever you recommend. Maybe the small border at the
Okay.
bottom.
Okay, sounds good. And so it's a 12. Do we have our iPad?
The 12.9,
Yeah.
not on us now.
Okay.
Do you want to get it from the car?
Yeah, someone need it.
Why?
Because we need to actually see the size on the iPad. So you guys got to be careful when designing when designing the Boomerang GIF and video, you have to see the iPad size in LumaBooth that it tells you. Because if I use my phone, it's gonna have a smaller size. So normally what I use my mini iPad to kind of test and like upload the photos, and you can tell that it's smaller. So like that press experience is gonna be like super tight and maybe crop it out. But when I actually use it on my 12.9-inch iPad, it's gonna be fine. So I'm just gonna go right now to get the iPad, and I'm gonna show you where you can find the sizes on LumaBooth for the 12.9. And since the iPad orientation is landscape, we have to keep it landscape when we look for the actual dimensions.
Turn it on.
That's right.
Want to go to print layout?
Go to capture settings. That's where you're gonna find the dimensions for Boomerang, GIF, and video.
That's a debate. If it's GIF or is it called GIF? People debate that online.
Really?
Yeah.
So cute.
Right here. Doesn't matter.
Mm. But make sure you turn it this way.
Capture settings.
Okay, so as you can see, the capture setting, I don't know if you can really see, but because they're seeing my screen. Anyways, it's gonna be under capture settings, and we're gonna do a GIF first. So the GIF, are you gonna do rectangle or square? So you want it shorter or longer, Lou?
Rectangle.
Rectangle. Okay. So let me just make sure everything's rectangle. So video and Boomerang is always going to be the same size, but GIF for some reasons always not the same size.
I'm so sorry. Square. That's what you guys recommend, right?
Square.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm so sorry.
You're gonna do square. Okay.
Yeah.
So square. Okay. So rectangle, I mean, sorry, square for a GIF is gonna be 720 pixels by 720 pixels, okay? So we're gonna go back to the home page, create custom design, and it's gonna be 720 by 720. And so for here, again, I'm gonna go back to this just because it's already here, right? I'm gonna copy, come here, paste, and let's do, so just this.
What are you doing?
I'm making the little border.
Oh, you're gonna leave it in red?
I don't know, I'm still thinking. F. Actually, I'm going to download this just so it's easier for me to get that photo. So I'm just downloading it how it recommends. I'm not changing any like sizing or anything else that it like lets you on Canva. So I'm going here. I'm gonna change this color to the same background color here. And then Kim's 40th birthday. I'm just gonna do that. And then I always, so right here, as you can see, I move it to make sure I'm getting it in the middle. And that little line is what confirms it. Like that. I'm gonna change this.
And what else you can also do too is for the text, add the outer stroke.
Huh?
So like if you click on the text,
Uh-huh.
like Kim's,
Yeah,
I go to effects.
it already has an effect.
No, but like the outer, change it to outer stroke.
What are you talking about?
Watch where it says outline, I mean. Where it says outline. So like if you had it over that, it's easier to see.
Oh yeah, but I like this better.
Okay, just saying.
I'm
I'll let
just
you do it.
saying.
Just adding my little 2 cents in there.
I know, but see, I'm very particular, so you guys, it could be simpler than this. But I just feel like this just looks better.
But I tell everyone, if you're gonna make your own templates, like you might as well try to make them as nice as possible because believe it or not, this is mainly what people pay us for. You know, it's not just to bring a photo booth, it's how customized is the experience? Does the template match the theme? Does it match the client's wants and needs? Because at the end of the day, you know, we get paid a lot of money to provide a service, and it's not what a lot of photo booth owners think, that the service is just being there, but it's all of the prep work that you've done, like your template design, the welcome screen, all of this stuff that does make a difference.
Okay, so then right for this is gonna be the GIF. And when you download it, you have to, again, why Canva Pro is superior is you're gonna use the transparent background. That's what you need for the GIF. And when you download it, it's gonna look like this. And this is how you know it has a transparent background. Okay, so we got the GIF done, the template done, the welcome screen done. Don't want that too.
And the GIF would also work on all the other experiences, right?
Let me check. Because I know when you have a rectangle, only Boomerang. Oh, dude.
Yeah, I didn't know you needed more. I
Oh, here. So when it's rectangle, it's not the same size. Only Boomerang and video is the same size. Oh, now I don't know. Does anyone have a 12.9 iPad on hand with them?
I have one on me.
Oh, you do? Okay, can you check for me the overlay size on capture settings for Boomerang and video? And
All right.
sure you turn it landscape, please.
Okay, so I have it in landscape. I'm going to the settings. You said capture settings?
Capture settings, uh-huh.
All right, so under GIF, I also have it as square.
Square, uh-huh.
And let's see here. Boomerang also square, 720 by 720.
Okay.
Yeah, they're both the same.
And what about video?
Video. Where's video?
I think
Boomerang video. Oh yeah, it's also 720 by 720.
Okay, perfect. So if you do square, then it's all the same size and you don't have to make another one.
Yep.
So I guess we're all set for this event. Yeah, so we have the template, the welcome screen, and the Boomerang GIF and video overlay. So I think that's it. Is
Yeah.
that the whole class or?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they want to see it, but I know a lot of people like to ask is seeing you import it into the software.
You guys want to see that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. But how am I gonna share the?
Well, you're on the MacBook. Do you have LumaBooth on your MacBook?
Actually, I don't know. I've never
I think
really.
I think I've downloaded it. Let's just see.
Okay, let's do it.
If we have it, we'll do it. If we don't have it, we'll just change it for maybe a different day. Let's go to the launch pad. Just type in.
Oh, I think I did download it. Yeah.
Yep.
No,
No,
it's not.
LumaBooth.
Okay, so let's do this. It might look different. Oh, I guess.
And by the way, guys, like if you have a MacBook, you can download LumaBooth on your MacBook, whether it's a MacBook Air, doesn't matter, any Apple laptop or computer. And if it has the M2 chip or newer, if it has the M2 chip or newer, you can use LumaBooth on your MacBook. So like if you want to do everything from your computer, you can. If you have an older MacBook, it doesn't work.
Let's just, I'm gonna
create-
copy this event.
Yeah.
So it's test.
For Lou's Customs.
So we're gonna go to customize event, and then we're gonna change that background. Actually, let me add these all to my desktop. Be easier to find.
And obviously, if you guys are using your iPad for this, you can either airdrop your files to your, that's the way we do it because we have Apple. We'll airdrop it to our iPads, or you can, well, like email them to yourself and then go on your iPad on your email, then save them to your iPad.
Hey, Drew?
Yeah.
So for that workflow, if just as a tip, if you have cloud storage, like a 2 terabyte or whatever, it actually saves time in uploading the files. So like my workflow, I have 2 terabytes of storage in the iCloud, and I do my work on my Mac, and I save it. And then when I go to upload, it's in that folder for downloads or whatever, and you can just pull it straight from that cloud folder on the iPad. So there wouldn't be a need to airdrop it. That's only if you have iCloud service.
Yeah. Yeah, you could do it
That's
that
really
way.
cool.
The reason why I teach it this way is just most people, when they're starting off, it's easier to like either airdrop or do that. But iCloud is definitely more efficient for sure. I know a lot of people do it that way.
But then a lot of people don't have like that much space on it though.
Yeah, yeah, but that is definitely one way to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I like physically too, having it on the iPad. I don't know, maybe if it's I'm like one of those doomsdayer people that are like, what if something happens to the cloud or there's an issue? At least I know if it's saved on the iPad that it's there. And if I need to upload it, I can. If that makes any sense. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so then here you are in the welcome screen. This is the first thing that LumaBooth has. And you're just gonna select, go to wherever your image is. And here's the welcome screen. There you go. And then obviously it's gonna look a little funky, but it's just because it is on the desktop, it's not on the actual iPad. And then from here, you're gonna go to theme. And this is where I was telling you about going to Canva to make sure you're using the same color, right? So I'm gonna press here, go here, and then so from here you could change it to whatever color this was, DB4131, DB4131. Press enter, and it goes to the exact color you were using for your template. So that's just a little hack I really enjoy. And then from here, we're gonna go to print layout. I'm gonna delete here, add image, and go to my desktop. And then open here, right? And then I'm gonna go bring it back. And here's what I was saying, like you guys can definitely leave a little border. Lou, do you want a border or no border for your photos?
I like the border.
Like the border, okay. And then from here, I just play around, right, with one photo. So I go to height, it's a little bit too big, so I'm gonna do 20, maybe 18. And then we need a little bit more on the side, so I'm gonna do 12. Maybe 15. Okay, and then I'm just gonna move it a little bit to even it out. And then I think that looks great. I'm gonna delete this photo and this one, and then I'm gonna duplicate that one, and then put them in the middle, duplicate, put it in the middle, and I'm gonna change this to photo 2 and change this to photo 3. There you go. And then that's your print layout. And then from here, you're gonna go to capture settings. And this is where you're gonna choose the image, right? Square, square. We've got the square here. So we're gonna choose the image overlay. This is on desktop. You're gonna put it here. And then you're gonna do that with the video, and then do the image overlay as well. And then you're gonna go to It's like, which one? Oh, that's weird. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Make sure you click the right one. Image overlay, 720, 720. And then you're gonna go back here and image overlay. And then here, let's see if it'll give us a preview of how it'll look. I really do like this option.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that you can see it. Hopefully it does it.
Oh, but it shows it in the 360, right?
Yeah, it shows it in 360, but it's cool to see like the template, how it's gonna look.
Yeah. This takes a while. I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why. Do you think
It's faster. It's faster on iPad now.
Yeah.
I've done it before on the MacBook.
Oh, you have? So it does show?
It does show, but
Oh,
this is
okay.
going to take forever. I've done it.
How long?
Like it took like a few minutes.
A few minutes?
Yeah, just hit the X. It's okay.
Okay.
But they could do it on their iPad.
Oh, now it's stuck. Oops.
Just close it. Yeah.
Oh man.
It should be saved. You can close it out. Like, yeah.
Just close it?
Yeah.
And then open it again.
Yep. Good old close it and restart it trick.
Okay. And then from here you're pretty much set with all your images. So let's launch event.
And real quick too, I always think it's a good idea, you guys. So open up that file again, the photo of the template that has the red boxes.
This one?
No,
Okay.
that one. Yeah. So most people will send the template out like this and just kind of explain to the clients like, hey, the blank boxes are where their photos go. But I think it's worth the extra step if you're going to send it to your clients to put actual photos where those go so they can kind of understand. Or something that I've learned from another fellow photo booth owner is what they'll do is they'll put a photo of a backdrop that they think will look good on the template as an example, if that makes any sense. Or if you're going to send them this, you can maybe put photo 1, photo 2, photo 3. That way it's just not 3 red boxes, because to us, we know what that symbolizes. We know what that means, but to the customers, they could be, kind of naive and not really know what those boxes are. So sometimes what Monse will do is we'll do like a test photo, and then that'll be the one that we'll send out. So yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No. I think LumaBooth on this is.
So I don't know if you can do a test photo while we're Skyping.
Oh.
So I don't want to like to.
Should we try it?
Yeah, let's try it. So we'll see.
Oh, it has the background
removal.
removal. Okay, hold on. Let me fix that.
So real quick, if someone can hop on, were you guys able to see that? The test photo that we're doing? Like, do you guys still see us via Zoom?
Yeah, the video's
Yeah.
still playing.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Okay, now let's see.
And it looks
It
distorted,
looks so weird.
but it's because we're on the MacBook. The preview's distorted. Long hit.
I wish everyone else could see.
Dude,
Or, like,
10 years of being in this business, I still love doing the test photos. I'll still like pose.
Okay. There you go. How funny.
Mm-hmm.
And then
So if you want, maybe we can. Oh, yeah.
do you think we could try the GIF maybe?
We'll see. But I think the preview's messed up. Let's do the Charlie's Angels.
I don't like that post.
Do it. I love it. It's one of my favorites.
I really don't like
We'll
that.
do
pose.
the Texas, the Longhorn one. They go like
I
this.
can't.
Or the
I
rock
can't
and
put
roll.
my fingers up like that.
Yeah, and then the filter.
There you go. And that's how it'll look with all the video, the boomerang, and the GIF. All right.
I have one more thing I want to see, and I know you're gonna kill me, and I know a lot of people want to see this. What if I want go to the template really quick? Artwork to overflow onto the photo where the photo is. You know what I mean? So like you see how like maybe like one of the fans in the corner of the photos.
Mhm.
So like I know you have to go through and make the transparent and then add it.
Yeah.
Can you show us how to do it? 'Cause this is something I get almost every single day is on LumaBooth is how to add that
Yeah.
look.
Let's do it.
So
Okay,
I don't
so
know if that made
say-
sense to you guys, but she's gonna show you guys something right now.
So say you wanted to add like a fan, like right here or something, right?
Mm.
Some random fan. Okay. So you're gonna go to, sorry. You're just gonna, I don't know, create just, I'm normally just like I'll just do any size. Wait, not story. Like a post, like a square, just a square post or whatever. And let's do this fan here. Normally when it's shit. Let's do one that's not.
That's fine. Just use that.
Because I think you can't download like an image that's pro just by itself. Like,
Are you sure?
yeah, no, I'm 100% sure.
I'll try. I gotta see this.
No, it's
Oh, that's right. I came across that. It told
Oh,
me
really?
you had to add something else to be able to download it, not just the pro element.
yeah,
Probably what is that because they probably don't want people selling their assets?
yeah.
Yep.
Ah, that makes sense.
But say something like this.
Well, what if you were to add like a tiny dot to it? I'll try later. And now I'm curious.
Yeah,
If
I
you were
mean,
just added a small change.
something I've done is like I'll put like a letter and I'll put it on white or something and then I'll just like remove it.
Okay.
I don't know. But this is how you go. You transparent background.
Download.
And you download it as a PNG.
So the misconception is a lot of people they think that they try to, what we're doing now, they think that they can achieve this while they're making the template. The way we found the easiest is just to do it like this and just to add those elements that go over the photos last. And the easiest way to explain this is just think of it like a cake. And we're just putting the last layer on last because it's the one that's going to be on top.
Oh, this is
So wait, you gotta explain what you're doing?
Yeah, I did, no?
No, I was talking while you did that.
Oh, okay. Well, I downloaded PNG transparent background. You have to add it like you would add an image, like your template, and then you get the image you want over your photo, and that's it. And then you just kind of size it how you want. This is a little too big and not as easy to kind of fix. While you're, yeah, so.
Or you could have just dragged it to make it smaller now.
Well, not on the computer, but yeah, you can on like the iPad,
Yeah.
and then you can just add it however you want.
And just a heads up, like if you're doing it the way Hector was explaining it, using the cloud, it's a little less steps. But if you're doing it this way, guys, if you have LumaBooth open and then you get the files that you want to use, you may not see it on LumaBooth. You have to close LumaBooth out. Once you have those assets on the iPad, then launch LumaBooth so that LumaBooth can register those new files. But yeah, you guys see how the flowers are over where the photo goes? This is something that a lot of people like struggle with, but this is like the easiest way for me to explain how to do it.
Yeah, that's how I would do it.
You want to save it and do another test just so they can see the finished product?
Sure. I don't recommend uploading it on your MacBook though. It's a little,
yeah, it's a little wonky.
I can't even make it fit. Right.
How do you not like this pose? This is
just don't
classic
like
Charlie's
the
Angel.
pose. Just I can't I don't like it.
A little diamond.
Oh, diamond. Oh. Okay. So it's gonna go come out in the first photo. But yeah. So like that. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. Does anyone have any questions for me?
Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And remember, if you want to join our Photo Booth 101 University, that will be in the description. So check that out. Thank you for watching. God bless. See you soon.